Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing and assembling the Aero Precision's M4E1 in its entirety. But first, I want to talk to you about the attachments that are laid out on the table before me with some of the more budget-friendly and premium options that you may want to consider for your build at home. So hang tight, we'll see you soon. All right, first, let's get started by looking at Aero Precision's M4E1 completed lower receiver as well as the upper receiver assembly so that we can understand what you're getting when you buy this system. I did take the liberty of putting a magwell skin on this lower receiver before this video was filmed. But as you can see here, it does come with the buffer system, the fire control group, which consists of your trigger, as well as the safety selector switch, the bolt release, and mag release. Now, this is a very fine system. It looks very great. The one gripe that I have about this is the grip, which I will be replacing, and I'll show you exactly what grip I chose and why shortly. One thing the Aero Precision's Atlas S1 upper receiver assembly does not come with is a charging handle. So that will need to be purchased, and I'll show you exactly which one I purchased here shortly. You really can't go wrong with a premium product like the Radiant Raptor. Now, you'll notice for the completed upper and lower receiver that I did purchase, did not come with a BCG, bolt carrier group. So I did have to purchase this Aero Precision bolt carrier group separately. It does have the Aero Precision's logo embroidered here on that, or etched rather, into the bolt carrier group here. So when I put this on later, you guys can have a look at that. Now for the stock, I went with the Magpul CTR stock. With the CTR stock, it does have this system built into it that clamps down on that buffer tube so that you're not going to have that play in the stock. So this was an important purchase for me, and I really prefer this over many of the other options that are on the market today. Still has that A-frame structure as well as the QD attachment for your stock. As far as grips are concerned, I did not really care for the A2 grip that came with the lower receiver assembly. So I went ahead and did my research. I found that the Magpul's MIAD or MIAD Gen 1.1 was really going to be the answer for me when it comes to a new grip on this lower receiver. While I'm installing the grip on the lower receiver, you'll notice that the end plate does not have a QD attachment point. It is properly staked so that there can be no rotation here, which is nice, but I will be installing a BCM QD end plate in the lower receiver here for the sling that I'll be attaching to the system later. Now, in order to install that to the lower receiver, you will need an armorer's wrench. This tool is really essential if you want to be building any kind of AR platform, or if you want to upgrade your AR platform at any time. So make sure you invest in one of these. It doesn't have to be this one. Again, this is probably on the higher price points for armorer's wrenches, but it is a necessary tool if you want to upgrade your AR at any point or assemble one like I'm doing here today. Out of all the slings on the marketplace today, there are slings offered from just about every company out there. I, however, went with Magpul. You'll see a lot of Magpul products on the table before you today, and there's a reason for that, because they are really high quality. Now, to help get more purchase on the gun as you're firing and to secure that weapon into your shoulder, I went ahead and got the Magpul's M-Lock angled foregrip, or AFG. This is going to be a great option and attachment for me so that I can really drive that into my shoulder as I'm taking those shots. Moving on to sights. Right here we're looking at the Vortex Micro 3X magnifier. Now this is one of the better magnifiers on the market. You'll notice that I did stick with Vortex for my optics choices here today. I was really at a kind of an inflection point between going with an LPVO or saving a little bit of money and actually not really losing a whole lot and going with a red dot and magnifier system. Now the magnifier system by Vortex is really great. It's got a quick attach option. It flips out of the way when you don't need it. Of course, you can flip it up when you do need it. Now, I went with the Strikefire 2 red dot system by Vortex as well. Again, lifetime warranty. You really can't beat it. These guys really offer some quality products. This is going to go in conjunction with the magnifier. You'll see that here later when we get that attached to the weapon. Now, although Vortex has great products and you generally can rely on them to be there when you need them, it is always a good option to have backup sights that are not battery powered on your weapon. So I went with the UTG AccuSync 45 degree flip up rear sight as well as front sight. I want to have reliable sights in case the batteries run out or in case there's a malfunction with that system. I want to be able to still use my weapon in an effective way without having to rely on battery power. So iron sights, you can't go wrong. As far as the upper receiver is concerned, it does come with the standard A2 birdcage, which has not really been a bad muzzle device. However, I do a lot of flat range shooting, at least I will be in the near future, and so in order to keep the gases from blowing up and out and back, and out of a little bit of respect for my fellow patrons at the range, I went ahead with the fluted flash can by Palmetto State Armory. This flash can really does a good job of pushing gases out the rifle downrange. The Streamlight system is really incredible. This is the ProTac 2.0 rail mount. Now, back to the upper receiver and the handguard that I was explaining earlier, and the weight reduction that Aero Precision has done for that. This is going to be one of those items that might get a little heavy. It is known for being a little bit more of a bulkier light. This light does come with a TLR switch and a mounting system for the M-LOK rail, as well as the Picatinny mounting system. The switch here, the TLR switch, does not come with a mounting system beyond just the Picatinny mount system that it has in here. This is a 2000 lumen light, which is really intense. All right, I'm gonna get everything unboxed and then start assembling. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on time lapse so you guys can really don't have to wait around for the entire assembly. Once everything's done, I'll come back and we'll discuss the final product.